What's going on, Epic 7 players? PlaybyPlayGaming here, back with another Epic 7 video. Today, we're taking on Abyss Floor 94. Yes, that's right. We're taking on the super agile A Cidd. Today, in this video, we're actually taking him on with this team comp that you have sitting at that table right there. We got Researcher Carrot, SeasideBellona, your girl Tam, and MVP Montmo. So, let's talk about floor 94. All right, floor 94, we're facing off against Assassin Cidd. For this one, you do need AOE heroes that do a lot of damage. So for this one, you cannot bring any single target heroes as they won't do any damage to any of Cidd's clones. Yes, that's right, he gets a bunch of clones, all right? And he gets stealth and he gets a bunch of things that just like, he just goes crazy, all right? If you do not bring a Soul Weaver or tanky enough heroes, as soon as your heroes get, I think it's below 50%, or if they get below 70%, he causes decreased hit chance. And then once they get below 30%, it's 30% or less, he actually inflicts extinction on your heroes and it cannot be revived. So it's pretty much a wipe. So it's very important that you bring in heroes or a Soul Weaver or two that can keep up the consistent healing. But I would say as long as you bring in someone or at least 2 to 3 heroes that can do AOE damage quickly and consistently, you'll be okay. So as you'll see in the clear, I did bring Carrot and I brought her on Etika Scepter just because her S3 has a relatively low cooldown, and with Etika Scepter it was going by super fast. Along with her S3 and those burns that she has a chance, I think it's an 80% chance to inflict, definitely help taking out all of those clones. Those clones are fairly squishy, so as long as you bring in somewhat damagey heroes, like I think I brought Charles just because of his S3 at first, but I was doing enough damage, but I wasn't healing enough. So that was the issue. I brought it in, so instead of Tamarinne, I had brought Charles. I was taking out all of the clone ads like crazy, but once my heroes dropped below a certain health, they were done. Just because I don't have Rod or Shimadra staff on my Montmo, I run her on Tome because that's what I got. So I needed another healer. Tamarinne, of course, the Queen of Abyss. You got to bring her. I do have her, so hopefully if you do have her, make sure you bring her. If not, I think you could probably get away with not bringing her. You could probably bring another hero. Just for the heals, I was thinking about bringing Angelica just because she gives you that immunity and those heals. As you'll see in the video, Tamarinne didn't really do too much. Yeah, she was there for the AOE and the dual attack, but I think that I could have done it with another hero. I could probably even brought DN maybe, or maybe another Soul Weaver. I could probably even brought Moonlight Bazaar if I had him, just because of the heals and the cleanse. So that's, I think, what's most important, having heroes that can cleanse and heal. So if you don't have Tamarinne, there's a couple of other options that you might be able to bring. Tip number 2, once you take out A Cidd's clones, he can be hit by single target attacks. So once he's out of the clone phase, he'll be stealth. He'll have stealth on him, and then his minions will try to do as much damage as they can to you. Once you take them out, he can also be hit by, I believe, AOEs when he's stealth. But once those ads are gone, his stealth is removed, and then you can actually hit him with single target. Tip number 3, what I would say is try to time your S3. So if for whatever reason you don't have heroes that have a relatively short cooldown on their S3. So for example, my SSB, even though it's somewhat low cooldown, she is extremely slow. So if I wouldn't have brought Tamarinne for the combat readiness push, then I would have had to save her S3 right after A Cidd summons his clones, so that way I can hit him as hard as possible. Carrot was just there for that passive damage, which definitely helps. So once you get the attack up on her, those burns stack off that increased attack damage. So that really helped out, as you'll see there in the video. All right guys, that's gonna end the tips portion of the video. Make sure that you stay tuned to the end of the video to see all of their gear and artifacts. I'm gonna be showing them individually. Make sure that you do that. I'll leave additional tips and the timestamps below in the description, so make sure you go check those out. Make sure that you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps it grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching guys. Enjoy the video.